Can we start, uh, Mrs. Rizka? Miss Mrs.
Okay.
Rizka.
Welcome. During this event, please pay attention to the following safety induction protocols. Make sure your seating position feels comfortable and does not have potential to cause spinal problems. Adjust the lighting of your computer or smartphone screen so that your eyes are comfortable. Make sure the stove, lamp, air conditioner, and other electrical equipment are in the safe condition and do not have potential to cause a fire. Make sure you know the emergency response procedure when there is an emergency such as fire and earthquake. In the event of an earthquake, please stay calm and observe your surroundings. Avoid walls and windows. Immediately take cover under a table, a chair, or sturdy construction to protect your head and body until the earthquake completely stops. If fire occurs, extinguish it immediately with available fire extinguisher. But if it is not possible, please immediately evacuate and contact the fire department. In every emergency situation, you must remain calm and always be alert. Immediately get out of the room or building by following the evacuation sign and gather at the available gathering point. Please don't carry heavy loads and take off your high-heeled shoes. By knowing safety induction early, we can avoid accidents. Have a fruitful discussion. Thank you.
Today, our world stands at a crossroads. As urbanization accelerates and climate change becomes more pronounced, the need for sustainable practices has never been more urgent. The time has come for universities and cities to lead the charge towards sustainable future. Universities hold the key to innovation and education, and cities, being at the forefront of development.
In addressing this shared responsibility, collaboration is essential. Universities and cities must work hand in hand, sharing knowledge, aligning efforts, and advancing sustainable solutions that are measurable and lasting. Initiatives such as UI Green Metric and UI Green City Metric serve as a key enablers in this process.
UI Green Metric and UI Green City Metric provide a platform for universities and cities to showcase their commitment to sustainability. By participating, institutions not only benchmark their efforts but also inspire others, share best practices, and contribute to a global movement towards sustainability. As a beacon of sustainability, we offer comprehensive assessments of sustainable practices, conduct workshops to improve performance, and provide detailed feedback to help institutions and cities enhance their sustainability strategies. Join us in achieving a sustainable future.
Hello, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings from UI Green Metric. Welcome to the 2026 UI Green Metric Regional Information Session for the Central Asia, East Asia, Southeast Asia, and Australia regions. It is my great honor to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Vishnu Juwono as Chairperson of UI Green Metric, Dr. Abelia Anggiwardani as Vice Chairperson of UI Green Metric, our speaker today, Dr. Rahmi. Good day, Dr. Rahmi, the assessor and management team of UI Green Metric, as well as warmest welcome to our rectors, vice rectors, deans, and campus sustainability team from around the world. We are delighted to have you join us today, whatever you are tuning in from. This session is part of our ongoing mission to engage institutions across regions in advancing sustainability in higher education. Before we begin, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rizka, and today I will be your master of ceremony. Today, we will present the latest updates on UI Green Metric questionnaire, highlight our upcoming events. We will also introduce our new category of 2026 ranking, which is governance and digitalization criteria. In addition to all of that, this session also will offer an opportunity for you to meet and engage directly with the chairperson of UI Green Metric and also expert team to discuss in Q&A session. We will also highlight important strategies to support your university improving its performance in the UI Green Metric Sustainable University Ranking 2026. Today's session, we will be divided into three parts. First, we will begin with the chairperson opening remarks, introducing the UI Green Metric Sustainable University Ranking and its global network. Second, we will proceed with the main presentation on the UI Green Metric Sustainable University Rankings indicator and the data submission process. Finally, we will have a Q&A session. So if you have queries about the ranking, submission process, and UI Green Metric in general, please do not hesitate to submit your question in the Q&A feature. To officially begin our today's session, we are honored to invite the chairperson of UI Green Metric, Dr. Vishnu, to deliver the opening remarks. To Dr. Vishnu, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Rizka, for your kind introduction. Hello, everyone from the Asia regions. I'm glad that I see around more than 300 participants are joining this info session. And this is perhaps a promising start since last year in this region alone is already breaking a record, yeah, by around 1,000 participants joining the UI Green Metric World University Ranking in 2025. So we hope that this momentum will continue, and we're hoping that more participants from these important and big regions can participate in the UI Green Metric Sustainable University Ranking 2026. As mentioned by Mrs. Rizka, we have additional indicator, which will be explained by detail by my colleague, Dr. Rami. But with these open remarks, I want to make sure that these new indicators is actually complementing other indicators, not make your work harder, yeah, because there's additional indicators. Because some of the indicators are realigned from the previous sub-indicators, yeah, for instance, like the sustainability report from education moved to governance and digitalization, and then the information communication technology from sub each sub indicators in each main indicators are moving to governance and digitalization indicators. And of course, there's an additional indicators, but I'm confident that most of you already met these sub indicators, yeah, because I think most of you are leading the respected universities in each country. So policies like whistleblowing system, and then effort to prevent corruption. I think it's already there. You just help us in providing documents and evidence. And of course, with this info session, we also like to apologize if there's any inconvenience on moving the timeline. Yeah, previously the deadline is on October. Right now, we're moving ahead, starting this info session on February, and the deadline will be on June. But don't worry, it won't affect the other effort, the other rankings initiative, because we already make sure that the deadline will not overlap with other rankings, major universities ranking deadline. And we hope it actually makes your job easier because, as you know, in the previous deadline, it's approaching the end of the year. I'm sure most of you are busy preparing annual report, financial report on those kind of things. So if we move to September, any administrative or report issues that related to green metric wouldn't bother you, yeah, because we already moved ahead with the deadline. So, in conclusion, my team is expecting that all of you will be joining this noble initiative. As we already mentioned that in order to build a sustainability campus, it took a sustained and systematic effort. So it will need more time horizon of middle term or even long term. So we hope that we can keep this momentum and more universities, especially from this region, will joining this noble initiative so that we can influence the policy, not just within our own university, but within the society and each countries. Okay, thank you so much. I will give it back to my colleague, Mrs. Rizka. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pak Vishnu, for an inspiring start on today's session. Moving on to the next agenda, it is my pleasure to introduce our speaker for today, Dr. Rahmi. Dr. Rahmi is an assistant professor in the Department of Library and Information Science, Faculty of Humanity, Universitas Indonesia, and serve as the Manager of Operation Data and Service Development at UI Green Metric. Her research focuses on human information behavior, particularly in disaster context, and extends to crisis informatics, documentation studies, metadata, and computational approaches to information research. From 2025 to 2029, she leads the AI and Big Data-based Cultural Heritage Information System Research Group, advancing interdisciplinary efforts to strengthen the documentation, preservation, and dissemination of Indonesian cultural heritage. She also served as the member of Faculty Academic Senate, contributing to policy development, curriculum review, research integrity, and inclusive governance. She earned her Master Science and PhD from the University of Tsukuba, Japan, and has received several competitive international grants and fellowships, including the JASO Follow-up Research Fellowship, Interdisciplinary Cluster Funding, and iFellows Doctoral Fellowship. Today, Dr. Rahmi will present key updates on UI Green Metrics Sustainable University Rankings 2026, how university can align the initiative global goals, including the SDGs, as well as practical strategies to strengthen your campus sustainability profile. To Dr. Rahmi, we warmly invite you to begin your presentation.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rizka. Good morning, everyone. So, yes, the presentation will be appear in your screen soon. And today I will walk you through the Green Metric Sustainable University Ranking. And in addition, I will briefly explain what Green Metric is, what we aim to achieve, and the main updates in the 2026 metric instrument. Next slide, please. So, Green Metric is a global sustainability ranking initiated by Indonesia in 2010. It provides a structured way to measure and compare sustainability performance, and it has become part of the wider ecosystem of global ranking assessment. In simple terms, environmental institutions understand where they stand and what practical areas they improve to the sustainable impact. Next slide, please. And our vision is to be open and respected world university rank systems that drives real sustainability impact for universities globally. And to deliver this, we organize the annual World University Rankings focused on sustainability and encourage universities worldwide to implement sustainable practices, provide sustainability-related practices, support for higher education institutions, and facilitate international partnership that accelerate sustainability efforts. Next slide, please. So for 2026, the methodology is organized into 7 categories with date weights. Energy and climate change remains the largest component, 20%, while transportation and waste carries 17%, and education and research contributes 13%, and 3 categories are weight at 11% each. For social infrastructure, water, and the new governance and intelligence category. And this structure reflects balance between campus operations, environmental performance, and governance capacity. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay. So now we'll move to the overview of the main changes introduced in 2026, and propose section how we understand what has been updated instrument. Next slide. So at instrument level, the biggest change is that the number of categories increases from 6 to 7 with addition of governance and organizations, or the total score remains 10,000, but the point distribution across categories is updated to reflect the new structures, and the 2026 form also asks for more complete supporting data, especially in the university profile and classifications. And indicators are written through greater emphasis on numerical data as well as 1 to 5 scale where applicable. Next slide. So when compare category weighting from 2025 and 2026, total score stayed at 10,000. But application served to make space for the new GD category, set and infrastructure decreased from 15% to 11%, and education and research decreased from 18% to 13%, and energy climate change adjusted from 21% to 20%. And while waste transportation each moved from 18% to 11%, and what increased from 10% to 11%, governance and digitalization introduced 11%, and reflect a focus on governance, transparency, and intelligence across sustainability work. Next slide.
Rahmi, excuse me, sorry.
Yes.
Yes. We received a notification from the audience that said your voice is a little bit unclear.
Okay. Now is it or no?
Still breaking, doctor.
Sorry, is it already or not?
Yeah, it's still breaking. Yeah, I think there's a problem in your internet. Yeah.
Okay. Wait
Can
a
you
moment.
use the tethering?
Okay, wait a moment. I'm sorry for this disturbance. Wait a moment. How about now?
Yes, it's a little bit more clearer. Thank you, Ms. Rahmi.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm sorry for the audio disturbance. I now continue to the setting and infrastructure for 2026. So the focus is on the university's basic policies and conditions for a green environment, including open spaces, environmental protections, and support for sustainable development. And the indicators here is to emphasize measurable land and green space information, such as the ratio of open space to total area, the area covered by forest vegetations used for research, teaching, and community engagement, and the area covered by planted vegetations as well as open space per capita. And until the genetic resources. So for 2026, one indicators from setting and infrastructure in 2025 has been moved to the governance and digitalizations category, and the ICT related indicator previously in SE has been removed and replaced by a more centralized approach under GD. Next slide. Next slide, yes. So for energy and climate change for 2026, the focus is the university's commitment to managing energy use and addressing climate change with an expectations to improve energy efficiency and resource use. And the indicators here cover practical actions and measurable results, including the use of energy efficient appliances, until the green building elements implemented across buildings. So the category further looks at the greenhouse gas emissions reductions program, carbon footprint per person, and the presence of innovative and impactful programs related to energy and climate change. And this category, the ICT indicators that existed in 2025, also has been removed from the EC 2026 category. And next slide, please. So for waste for 2026, the emphasis is on waste treatment and recycling programs as key elements of sustainable environment, supporting by monitoring waste productions and stronger recycling efforts. And the indicators here focus on the existence and implementations of 3R program for university waste, as well as concrete initiative to reduce paper and plastic use on campus. And universities here also report how they manage organic waste, inorganic waste, toxic waste, as long as along with the sewage disposal practices. So similar to another categories, the ICT indicators that existed in the waste has been removed from the 2026 category. Next slide for the water category. The universities are expected to reduce water consumptions and strengthen conservations program and protect natural habitats. And this includes practical initiatives such as improving water saving practices and ensuring responsible use of pipe water. And the indicators focus on measurable areas for water absorptions and the implementations of water conservations and recycling programs, the use of water efficient appliances, and until the how university controls water pollutions within the campus area. And for 2026, the ICT indicators that has existed in the 2025 guideline has been removed from the water category. And the next slide for the transportations for 2026. Here, the focus is on university policies that limit the number of motor vehicles on campus while promoting more sustainable options such as shuttle services, bicycles, and other low emissions transport. And the category also measures how much ground parking area access compared to the total campus area, whether there is a program to reduce parking area over the last 3 years, and how many initiatives the university runs to reduce private vehicle use. And it also includes the availability of pedestrian path to support walking on campus. And the ICT aspect is not removed, but moved to the governance and digitalizations category. So next slide, in the educations and research, we measure how university builds and supports a new generations that is aware of and actively engage with sustainability issues. The indicators covers the promotions of sustainability courses, the share of sustainability research funding, and the level of sustainability related publications per lecturers and researchers within 1 year period. And the category also captures sustainability related events and student-led sustainability activities, as well as cultural activities on campus that support broader engagement. So in 2026, several components from 2025 are moved to the governance and digitalizations category. So educations and research become more focused on education, research, and community service outputs. Next slide. So the governance and digitalizations is a new category in 2026. This capture the university's policy and actions to strengthen sustainability implementations through good governance and support for digitalizations. And the indicators include how much of the university budget is allocated for sustainability efforts, the presence of an official sustainability website, and the availability of sustainability and financial reports to support transparency. And this category also looks whether there is a dedicated unit or office coordinating sustainability on campus, and how ICT is used for planning, implementation, monitoring, and evaluations of sustainability programs. And it also includes policies on advanced digital technologies such as AI or Internet of Things to support decision making and service delivery, and governance related measures such as the shares of female leaders, anti-corruption and integrity system, and whistleblowing, and also complaint mechanism. And it also covers capacity building elements like an LMS-enabled digital literacy program and a written code of ethics for leaders, staff, and students. And overall, GD consolidates indicators that were previously spread across several categories and adds stronger governance dimensions. Now I will move to the data insight sections. Next slide. So in this part, I will highlight participation trend and distributions pattern to help you understand the growth and global coverage of UI Grand Metric. The next slide. This chart is also shows us to the participation trends in UI Grand Metric from 2010 to 2025. And the growth is very clear over time. The participations increased from 95 universities in 35 countries in 2010 to 1,075 universities in 105 countries in 2025. And this trend indicate a steadily expanding global interest in using a structured sustainability framework, both for reporting and for improvement planning. Next slide. So here we see the regional distributions of UI Grand Metric participant in 2025. Asia has the largest shares with 1,061 universities, followed by the Europe with 360, and Latin America and Africa contributes 97 universities, North America 20, and Oceania 2, and bringing the total of 1,745 participating universities across 105 countries. And distributions also shows that participation is truly global, with particularly strong engagement in Asia. So in the next slide, yes. So this slide zooms in on Asia and Oceania, which together contributes around 1,000 universities in 2025. And the top five the top 5 countries by number of participants are Indonesia, followed by Pakistan, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Iraq. And this also illustrates where participation is more concentrated and where the ranking is being used widely as sustainability reference point. Next slide. So after seeing the growth and distributions, the next question is why universities choose to participate in UI Grand Metric. And in the next slide, I will explain the main practical value it provides, and especially for institutions that want a clear structure for self-assessment and benchmarking. Next slide. So here, no, before, yes, okay. So the UI Grand Metric provides a structured and data-driven tool that helps universities assess sustainability performance across the 7 categories used in 2026. And through this framework, institutions can identify gaps, track progress over time, and compare results with peer universities in a transparent way. And the benchmarking here is an example to illustrate how category level can differ between institutions even within top ranks, and how the total score reflects combined performance across categories. Next slide. So this slide also highlights how participations in UI Grand Metric can increase global visibility and strengthen institutional reputations. When a university demonstrates a leadership in sustainability, it becomes more visible through global ranking results, related publications, and international forums. So over time, this visibility can help build credibility and open more opportunities for collaborations and funding. Next slide. So beyond the feasibility, UI Grand Metric also connects universities to global sustainability network. By joining, institutions become part of an international community. So this also creates space for peer learning, joint initiatives, and sharing practical approaches so universities can learn from each other's strategies in environmental performance and social responsibility. Next slide. So yes, UI Grand Metric also supports universities in integrating the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, into higher educations, because we see that the assessment covers education, research, operations, and governance, and it also encourages institutions to align sustainability with their core missions. So in practice, this means strengthening curriculum content while also connecting actions on campus to the broader SDGs framework. Next slide. So yes, this slide positions UI Grand Metric as a roadmap for strategic transformations, not only a ranking. The data and results can be used as a foundations for long-term planning and decision-making, including improvement in infrastructure and resource management, and stronger waste management system, and deeper integrations of sustainability into educations. And many universities also use their UI Grand Metric performance to build internal commitment, gain external support from government or partners, and participate in international consortia of or larger green initiatives. Next slide. So I will move to the data submissions process. Next slide. So yes, this is the important slide. And this slide summarizes the UI Grand Metric submissions timeline for the 2026 cycle. The data submissions period runs through now, this day, to 26 February to 30 June 2026. So followed by the validations period during July and August 2026, and the result will be announced in September 2026. For universities that are new to UI Grand Metric, this slide also directs them to registrations page so they can start the participations process. Next slide. Okay, so here we introduce the new official website address, which can be accessed at uigreenmetric.com. And this website is the main entry point for information about UI Green Metric, including the program overview, rankings, partnerships, solutions, and updates. So the goal is to make access to information clearer and more centralized for participants and stakeholders. Next slide. So yes, this slide explains how to participate depending on whether the university is returning or new. And returning universities can submit data by logging through uigreenmetric.com/questionnaire/university using their existing username and password. New participant will be directed or can be registered their university through uigreenmetric.com/register/university. And if they need assistance during registrations or submissions, they can contact us, the support team at support@uigreenmetric.com. Next slide. So after logging in, the first part is to complete the online questionnaire profile sections. And here, universities fill in their institutional profile details, such as the university name, rector or leader, email, website, date of establishment, country, and address. And this profile information is important because it supports identifications, communications, and the overall completeness of the submissions. Next slide. Okay, and this slide shows how the online questionnaire works once you are inside the platform. And the universities will be needed to complete the form by selecting each category tab. And for each questions, they can open the help icon to see detailed guidance. And the evidence can be uploaded either as a file or provided as a link. And the platform also provides an evidence template that can be downloaded when needed. And if an evidence file is larger than the upload limit, the recommended approach is to store it in cloud storage and submit it to publicly that doesn't require special access permissions. Next slide. So yes, this slide explains how to prepare the evidence template for your submissions. You should place your university's logo in the designated area, remove the sample mark, and replace all example content with your university's real data. And evidence can take many forms, such as photos, graphs, tables, or official data summaries. And it is important to add clear explanations in the description sections for what you submit. And if you have additional supporting materials online, you can also include a link, and the explanation should be written in English to ensure consistent review. Next slide. So here you also can see the final part of this online questionnaire page where the submission actions are located. And before submitting, you can use the print draft answer button to generate a copy of your the copy of your response, which is useful if you need internal approval from university leadership. If you are not finished, you can select save a draft and continue later without losing progress. So once everything is complete, you can proceed by clicking the submit button. Next slide. And this is the confirmation step that appears when you click submit. The system will ask if you are sure whether because once you submit, you will no longer be able to edit the questionnaire. If you are fully confident that all data and evidence are final, you can confirm by clicking yes, please submit. And if you still need changes, you choose the options to go back. Next slide. Okay, and this slide explains the basic scoring logic behind the questionnaire. Each indicator has a fixed point value as listed in the guideline and shown in the example table. When you select an answer options, your score is calculated by multiplying the indicator's point value by the options multiplier. So where lower options give smaller multipliers and the highest options gives the full multipliers of 1. So your total questionnaire score is then calculated by adding up all indicator scores across all categories. Next slide. So next slide, please. Okay. Yes. So no, before yes. So here is a concrete example of how the scoring works. The scoring works for one indicator. For instance, the indicator on planted vegetation has a value of 2,200 points, and you select an options based on your percentage range while providing the required evidence. And if the university select the second option range, which uses a multiplier of 0.25, the score for that indicators become 200 multiplied by 0.25, resulting in 50 points. That is why accurate option selection and strong evidence are both important. Next slide, please. Okay, and this slide also shows how scores translated into rankings after submissions and review. And after your university submit the questionnaire, UI Grand Matrix reviews will validate the submission and may adjust scores based on expertise verifications of evidence. So once the validations is completed, the total score are compiled and sorted, and universities are ranked based on the total score, where higher totals receive higher ranks. If two or more universities have the same total score, the tie breaking follows category priority, starting with the energy and climate change, followed by the waste and transportations, then education and research, finally setting in an infrastructure, water and governance and digitalizations to determine the final order. Next slide. Okay, now I will move to the sections of service packages. In this part, I will briefly introduce the types of services UI Grand Matrix provides beyond the annual ranking, including support options that universities can use for performance improvement, visibility, and reporting. Next slide. Okay, this slide summarizes the main services offered by UI Grand Matrix. Consulting is designed as an end-to-end service to help university strengthen sustainability performance, world-class standards. And ranking trackers provide a detailed evaluations of your institution's performance compared with selected peer universities. This ranking focus on and sustainability related indicators. And we also organize events that connect universities with key actors in the higher education sustainability ecosystem. So global branding supports help increase visibility through UI Grand Matrix website and social media channels. And the SDGs report service help universities showcase SDGs related efforts and achievement in a structured way. Next slide, please. So here you can see three main service package levels: silver, gold, and platinum. The silver package include a profile and banner, hosting events, fact files analysis, and one online meeting consultations. The gold package builds on this by providing 2 online meeting consultations and a certificate of compliance. And the platinum package provides the most support, including 3 consultations, a certificate of compliance, and a certificate of trace rating. And it may also include one time offline visit by 2 assessor if needed, while travel and accommodations costs are covered by the university. Next slide. Okay, then. So this slide also highlights the SDGs report package. This includes guidance for data collections and the development of an SDGs report book that follow international standards, so universities can communicate their SDGs performance more consistent. So for service package pricing and further coordinations, the contact details provided are partnership@uigrandmetric.com, and the phone number is listed in the slide. Next slide. Okay, so yes, this slide also summarizes the practical benefit for universities when engaging with UI Grand Metric. And participations allow your institutions to support UI Grand Metric activities globally, while also showcasing your past sustainability practices in a structured way. It also helps to promote your university to a global community, more than 1,700 universities across 100 countries. At the same time, you can gain deeper insight into your university's performance in UI Grand Metric and identify clear areas for improvement. And the participations can also support partnership building aligned with the SDGs number 17, because sustainability work often grows faster through collaborations. Next slide. So yes, in many cases, universities use our support to accelerate sustainability progress at the campus or cluster level. Some institutions also use it to maintain top-tier performance consistently over multiple years, and others leverage data-driven insights to turn sustainability plans into concrete actions across campus operations. And we also see the impact in community building, where the universities collaborate, share knowledge, and strengthen collective progress across institutions. Next slide. Okay, so this slide provides the most important link you may need after today's session. So many questions asked in the questions and answer chat. So you can access the official UI Grand Metric Sustainable University Rankings Guideline, the official questionnaire documents, and the evidence template through the resource sections of our website. For returning universities, the login page for data submissions is available through the questionnaire portal. So if you like to learn more about UI Grand Metric services and support options, you can also visit the solution page listed here. Next slide. And this slide is for confirming your attendance and securing your e-certificate. To receive the certificate, you can simply scan the QR code and complete the short attendance form. So if you prefer, you can also click the link shown on the slide to access the same form directly. Okay, next slide. Okay, I think that's all from me. And for partnership and media inquiries, you can reach us through partnership@uigrandmetric.com. And for ranking related support, you can also contact support@uigrandmetric.com. You can also visit our website at uigrandmetric.com and contact us via phone number shown here. And finally, you can follow up UI Grand Metric through our official social media channels listed on the slide for updates and announcement. Thank you very much. I give it back to the MC.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rahmi, for the comprehensive and informative presentation introducing UI Grammatic Services and Global Reach. While the video is playing, we encourage you to prepare to submit your question through the Q&A feature. We will address them immediately after the video concludes. Thank you so much for the video. Let us now move into the Q&A segment for today's session. We sincerely appreciate the questions that have been submitted through the Q&A feature, and we will take this opportunity to address several of them. This question reflects the diverse context and challenge faced by campuses across the Central Asia, East Asia, Southeast Asia, and Australia. And we hope this discussion will provide practical insight and share inspiration. To help us respond, we are pleased to invite back Ms. Rahmi to address your question and further elaborate on the topic discussed earlier. So, Ms. Rahmi, we have received quite few questions on the Q&A feature. The first question is from Koh Fuhin. I think this question also resonates with the question that is asked by Sasi Piman. It's regarding the, as we understand the closing date on June 2026, my question is the data of information can we put in UI Green Metric is start from June 2025 until June 2026. I think it's about the required data range for the submission. Please.
Okay. Thank you very much for your questions, Kolfofin. Yes, you may use the June 2025 to June 2026 as your data period, as long as it is a continuous 12-month window, and you may apply it consistently across your submissions, even though the submissions closes at the end of the June 2026. The key requirement is not the closing date, but that your reported data represent one full year is clearly explained, and you can, yes, that can be supported with the evidence.
Your explanation was
Thank you very much, Ms. Rahmi, for your Megones. Hi, how should we count the student from the 2026 submission who are to be included? Thanks.
I'm sorry, my internet is lag.
Okay.
What is the questions again? Sorry.
The question from Leonor Formegones. Doctor, hi, how should we count the student for the 2026 submission who are to be included?
Okay, sure. Okay, thank you very much for the questions, Leonor Formegones. For counting students in 2026 submission, you should report the number of students who are officially registered within your institutions during your selected 12-month reference period. So practically, the clearest and most defensible approach is to use your official institutional statistic for that period, covering all active students in your degree programs. And what matters the most, I think, is that the number is based on an official source. The definition is clear, and you can use the same logic consistently across the submissions. I hope that answers your questions.
Thank you for the clarification, Dr. Rahmi. Continue with the next question. For an institution to receive an invitation containing the keyword and username after the registration.
From who? Oh, okay.
I think this is from anonymous.
Okay. So yes, the Secretariat will share the slide presentation and after the webinar. So please watch the official follow-up message in your chat box. And if you do not receive it, you can also request it directly to the Secretariat.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ms. Rahmi. Maybe I would like to add if it's regarding the information regarding your university, please do not hesitate to ask for the credential to support at uigreenmetric.com. Okay, continue to the next question from Helen Grace Bangi. Thank you. How does the review process ensure that submitted data, for example, on energy and waste, is accurate? And what happens if a discrepancy is found? Please, Dr. Rahmi.
Okay, nice questions. Um, yes. Okay, the review process relies on the evidence-based validations and consistency checks, and reviewers look at whether the numbers you report are supported by uploaded documents and whether the values make sense when compared across related indicators. So, for example, the relationship between campus populations, energy use, renewable energy claims, and waste volumes, and the described facilities or programs. If a disparity, the reviewers will not simply accept the claim as written. They may also request clarifications through the system or adjust the score for that specific indicators to match what can be verified from the evidence. So, in short, the score follow what is provable, not what is claimed. So, clear evidence and transparent calculations are the best way to protect your score. I hope that answer your questions.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rahmi. Continue to the next question from Saima Anwar. I think it's also echo the first question. As we will submit data in June, we would like clarification regarding indicators requiring this year and last year data. Should this year be considered the ongoing year up to the submission date or the previous completed year?
Okay, interesting question. So yes, thank you very much for the question, Ms. Saimanwar. So the safest and recommended interpretations is to treat this year and last year as two consecutive, fully defined reporting years based on your chosen one-year reference approach, not as partial data up to the submission date. So this year should mean your most recent completed 12-month period, and last year should be the 12-month period immediately before that. For example, if your calendar year reporting this year will be January until December 2025, and last year would be like January or December 2024. If your rolling month if you use a rolling 12 months, then this year is your latest compiling rolling year, and last year is the rolling year before, right before it. So this approach avoids mixing partial year data, that keeps comparison fair and makes your evidence much easier to validate. So another questions that I received on the another sessions from the United States and UK. Can we also use the data from May 2025 until May 2026? Then it can be as counted as the completed 12-month period. I think I hope that answer your questions, Mrs. Saima.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rahmi. Continue to the next question. We actually received a very elaborative set of questions, Dr. Rahmi from University Malaysia of Sabah. The first question is about, will there be any physical evaluation visits conducted by UI Greenmetric this year? Second question is, can we invite the UI Greenmetric team to conduct a briefing session and a more detailed discussion with our institution? And three, what type of evidence does UI Greenmetric suggest or prefer for reporting purposes? And the last question is, will guidelines or instruction for filling in the information in the UI Greenmetric system be provided? Please, Dr. Rahmi.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your questions, Eco Campus Management Center, University Malaysia, Sabah. So first questions is, physical visits are not standard requirement for all participants. And the evaluations is evidence-based through the online system. And any site official visit or activity, if ever considered, will be communicated separately and is not the default process. So if you would like to invite the UI Grammatic team for a briefing or deeper institutional discussions, you can contact us, the secretariat, through the official support email. Explain the preferred format, timing, and objectives, and the team will be advised you the feasible options. And the second questions, I think for evidence, the best approach is to submit the documents that are official and easy to verify, such as annual reports, policy documents, utility bills, or any audited waste records. So all tied to the claim numbers. So finally, yes, the guideline and system instructions are provided through the official guideline documents and the questionnaire interface. And the secretariat also support you if you need more clarifications on how to fill the specific sections. I hope that answers
Thank you
your.
very much.
Mhm.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rahmi. Moving on to the next question, we receive question from Mario Obra Jr. Greetings from Western Mindanao State University. We would like to ask if should we still need to register again in order to access the questionnaire, or is it open for us already? We participated in the UI Green Matrix last year.
Okay, thank you for your questions, Mr. Mario. So, if your university participated last year, you typically do not need to register again. So, you should be able to use your existing account to log in and access the questionnaire. If your login doesn't work, or if the person is in charge, so if the person in charge has changed, please email the secretariat at support@uigrandmetric.com with your institution's name and registered email, and they will help you to recover access or update the account details. I hope that answers your questions, Mr. Mario.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rahmi. Continue. It's regarding the ESG report from Juby and Julia. ESG report required in the evaluation.
Is sustainability okay? So the report, right? So yes, sustainability report or SDG or ESG report is not strictly required to participate, but it can be very helpful as supporting evidence because it consolidates many indicators in one official document. So if your institution doesn't have formal sustainability or ESG report, you can still participating by submitting alternative evidence, I think, such as policies, official memos, program documentations, or annual reports that contain the relevant data. I hope that
Thank you,
answers.
Dr. Rahmi. Continue. There is a question from Rea Algozo. Our institution includes both basic education and higher education program. Shall we also include them of students from basic education in our student population count and all other relevant data count?
Okay, thank you for your questions, Rea, Miss Rea or Mrs. Rea. In general, your student populations and related counts should reflect the population that is relevant to the higher education institutions being assessed. So if your basic education unit is separate from the university community and reporting structure, it shouldn't be combined into the university's student populations figures. So if the basic education's unit is formally managed under the same institutions and share the same campus infrastructures and sustainability management, you may include it, but you must clearly define the scope and apply the same approach consistently across all related indicators. So reviewers understand exactly who is included in your counts. I hope that answer your questions, Miss or Mrs. Rea.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rahmi. There is another question from Abu Khalifah Allah. This is actually, I think, really very important to address. Is the process take long time for revealing the result if we choose not to take the service?
Okay, thank you for your questions, Mr. Abu Khalifah. Yes, universities typically receive an official participation certificate after completing the submissions process. So in many cases, it is shared through the secretariat after the cycle or after the event. So for example, the event of the announcing the ranking, it's basically you can access the certificate after the event. If you need the format or timeline for your institutions, the most reliable step is to email us at the secretariat, and they will confirm how and when it will be issued for this year. I think I hope that answer your questions, Mr. Abu Khalifa.
Thank you, Ms. Rahmi. So I would like to add that there is no differentiation between institutions that use service package are not using service package.
Yes.
Uyghur Metric is very inclusive platform. We are encourage all the university to participate in UI Green Metric ranking, and they will receive the certificate of participation in the ranking after the event held in the respective country that being the host. But for the service itself, it is a very an optional, but can be leveraged your attempt to enhance your university performance. Okay, next question. From Kelly O'Day, it's about the data submission again, Dr. Rahmi. Is it okay to use the time frame of 2024 to 2025 since my campus hasn't completed our 2025 to 2026 year by the time submission is due?
Okay, thank you for your questions, Ms. or Mrs. Kelly. Yes, I think using so basically we encourage you to submit the 2025 time frame as long as it is continuous 12-month period and you define it clearly. So yes, I think you can submit that, but many institutions use an academic year cycle, and also that is fine, just to make sure you apply the same 12-month period consistently across the questionnaire and provide evidence aligned to that period rather than mixing partial years.
Thank you,
Yes.
Dr. Rahmi, for your clarification. For the next question, wait one.
This is so many questions.
It is about the event. Yes, we receive a lot of questions actually from Zafar Abdullayev, who will be the host of the International Student Leaders Meeting on Sustainability 2026. It's about the event. Okay, maybe let me answer this question, Dr. Rahmi. The host for the International Student Leaders Meeting on Sustainability 2026 is National Pingtung NPUSD, National Pingtung University. The updated information will be posted in our social media, so make sure to follow our social media in UI Green Metric, both in the LinkedIn page and also Instagram. Okay, so moving on to another question. Okay. This is from Leonor again, Dr. Rahmi. Hi, I just wanted to ask if a university has a basic education with the same campus, should they be included in the total campus population count?
Yes.
I think this already addressed.
Yes, this is already addressed, but I think I want to emphasize again, generally basic education students shouldn't be included in the university populations count unless the basic education unit is formally part of the same institution's governance and sustainability management and is meaningfully covered by the same campus infrastructure and services. So if you include them, please state the scope clearly and apply it consistently across all populations based and per capita indicators so the reviewers can interpret your submissions fairly.
Thank you, Dr. Rahmi. This is from Donna Grescotejo. I think she asking about the email they can use to address concern and question along the way.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can contact us anytime at the support@uigrandmatric.com for questions or concerns during your submissions process. And please include your institution name and a short descriptions of the issue, and the secretariat will assist you.
Thank you, Dr. Rahmi. This question is from anonymous attendee. Do we need to submit the questionnaire annually? What if we miss applying for year 2? Can we still be submit for year 3?
Okay, thank you for your questions. So yes, the questionnaire is submitted annually because the ranking is published every year. And if you miss year 2, you can still submit in year 3. And each year is treated as a separate cycle. So you can rejoin at any time by submitting that year's questionnaires and evidence. I hope that answers your questions, anonymous attendee.
Thank you, Dr. Rahmi. Maybe this could be the last question from the Rainali Faith Gumba. Greeting from Southern Leyte State University. During our 2024 submission, we were issued a detailed university fact file. Will the same be issued international his succeeding years of submission, for example, for the 2025 edition?
Okay, so we were issued a detailed university. Yes, yeah, right. The same. So for the 2025 editions, it will be issued at the detailed university fact file. I think I don't know whether Ms. Sabrina or maybe Ms. Rizka can answer these questions because the fact file I don't this yeah.
Oh,
Could you
yes,
please,
about the fake file. Oh yeah, please, Ms. Sabrina, do you have something to add?
could you please repeat the question?
It's about the fake file. Wait a moment. From the previous year, 2024 submission, we are issued a detailed university fact file. Will the same be issued in 2025 edition? I think they haven't
Yes.
received.
Okay. Maybe they can send email to us if they didn't give the certificate, and we will send the certificate.
Oh, okay. So yes, I want to add something. So for the detailed university fact file that has been issued in the previous editions, many institutions continue to use it as the official output for the documentations. I think if you missed that part, you can contact us at the secretariat support@uigrandmetric.com or partnership@uigrandmetric.com. I think for the fact file, it's kind of the same email. You can CC both of our email, and please address your institution name and registrations email so we can confirm what files are available for your account. Just email
Thank you,
us.
Dr. Rahmi. Maybe, yes, email us at support@uigrandmagic.com for the questionnaire related and rankings related question. And for the potential collaboration, visits, and an external affair, please do contact us on partnership. Really, the last question, Dr. Rahmi, can This is from Zafar Abdul Laef. Is Green City Metric will be available outside Indonesia as well?
Maybe yes. We Green Metric for now, Green City Metric is for now designed for city governments and local authorities in Indonesia. The participations can be intentional. Maybe I will confirm to my the chairperson of UI Green Metric, or maybe here there is like vice. Yes.
Yeah, I can add there.
Sure.
Yeah, up to now, the We Green City metrics still based in Indonesia, yeah. But of course, we open to any cooperations with other university based in other countries, yeah. For instance, if uh, there's a university who is interested in establishing, right now the name is Sustainability City Ranking, yeah. So, for example, there's a Malaysian university who interested to develop Greenmatic Sustainable City Rankings. You can contact us and we can explore, yeah, the collaboration, because our plan is to expand the sustainable city ranking as much as we can based on the country, yeah, because we realize that each country has a specific context which has to be collaborate with the university based on those countries. Yeah. So yes, we are welcome any interest if there's a interest to develop sustainability city rankings in your country, and of course we would like to expand this initiative. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Rahmi and Dr. Vishnu for your insightful edition. Okay, thank you once again to all our participants. We received a lot of questions and we are sorry that we are unable to address all of them. But if you have more questions to ask, you can also contact us through the email address.
Okay, Mrs. Rizka, do we have a recording of this session in YouTube?
Yes, we will have
perhaps
the recording
inform them
session
about
for
that, yeah.
this. Yes,
Please inform them.
correct, Dr. Vishnu. Yeah, correct, Dr. Vishnu. This video will be made available on our YouTube channel, UI Green Metric. So you can revisit this recording video to, if you miss the full session of today's regional information session. The YouTube video channel is UI Green Metric. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Rahmi, once again, Ms. Sabrina and Dr. Vishnu for the additional insightful information during the Q&A session. We truly appreciate your time, your question, your commitment to advancing sustainability within your institution. As quick reminder, data submission for the UI Green Matrix Sustainable University Ranking 2026 is now officially open on 26 February to 30 June 2026. Participation in UI Grammatic is free of charge and open to higher education institutions around the world. We are committed to maintaining an inclusive platform where universities of all sizes and contexts can join and contribute to global sustainability initiatives. If your institution is participating for the first time and have not yet received the credential to participate, you can contact us through the email support@uigreenmetric.com. And for the opportunity to collaborate, partnership, and external affairs, you can reach out to us at partnership@uigreenmetric.com. You can also find complete information regarding UI Green Metric rankings and UI Green Metric in general in our newly launched uigreenmetric.com website. For institutions looking to further strengthen their sustainability performance and accelerate their transformative journey, we can also offer the UI Green Metric consultation package. This tailored support, the service is designed to help university implement practical and strategic sustainability initiative aligned with our 7 criteria. We would be delighted to explore how we can support your institution more closely. Before we conclude, as you can see from the screen, there is a QR code. Please scan and confirm your attendance to receive your e-certificate and presentation slide in PDF format. And as mentioned before by Dr. Vishnu Jono, you can also revisit the recording of today's session if you are missing the full session of this regional information session episode on our YouTube channel, UI Green Metric. You may also want to stay connected with us through our social media, which is ui.greenmetric at Instagram, and our linking page, UI Green Metric, to receive timely update regarding our event, initiative, and also UI Green Metric informative information. We hope today's session has provided useful insight and renewed motivation for your sustainability journey. Together, let us continue building greener, smarter, and more responsible campus. Thank you once again for your participation. We look forward to seeing you in the 2026 ranking. Until next time, thank you everyone. Thank you, Dr. Rahmi, Dr. Vishnu, and everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Hope to see you in the announcement of UI Green Metric Sustainable University Rankings 2026. Thank you so much.